As you wish. Be me. Awkward as fuck 5'9" manlet. Barely into puberty. Just turned 14 years old. Literal 115-pound skeletor. Stay inside all day for the summer playing Steam, Nintendo and PS4. Start high school in August, scared as fuck because docile nerdy weirdo. 2 weeks later my parents take me on a cruise. My brother and I have our own cabin, invite people from teen club to hang out. Form a posse. Only ever barely pecked a girl on the lips before, end up making out with 5 girls, on 2 occasions these were 3-way sessions. Last night of the cruise. Bottom bitch 17yo who claimed me and wouldn't let me kiss the other girls was in bed with me. She was hot as fuck with huge tits and a perfect ass like insanely ridiculous body and sexy lips gorgeous eyes, just a sexy bitch. She's a slut and experienced, I never have done anything sexual. I want to give you a hand job. Okay. Let me suck your dick until you get hard. I says new. Room full of people, she's telling them I won't do it. They start calling me a faggot and to do it, and that I'll regret it. Keep saying no. She keeps insisting and they keep calling me a gay faggot. Okay, only until I get hard. She doesn't stop after I get hard. I'm awkwardly waiting for her to stop while this fat nigger creepily watches in the corner. She can't make me come and starts crying and leaves. Tells everyone the next day. I'm embarrassed and everyone is talking about my dick and pubes and how I can't cum. She insists we do it again till I can cum. She is being pretty bitchy, obviously insecure about not getting the job done. Very pushy and rape why I says okay. She sucks my dick in a room full of people again until I cum on her face. Tells me we can go all the way tomorrow. Don't want to. Start cuddling with another girl in my bed. She's mad. Gets drunk and beats the absolute dog shit out of me. Blood on the sheets, I still have a blood-stained love note and pictures of my swollen face. Crazy. Bitch tells me she loves me and to keep in contact. Okay. I come back and tell everyone I went on a cruise and made out with 5 girls and all about how I'm such a gigachid. Leave out the dick-sucking part and domestic violence part. BC guilty and ashamed. Unsure of what just happened and how sex is supposed to work. All that I know is that I found myself to be desirable by older girls. This complex ended me up with an 18-year-old BPD girl who moved into my house at 15, but that's another story. Because of this incident, I become hypersexual. Making out with girls in the library. Trading nudes. Grabbing ass tits all the time, consensual. One night my friends and brother, 16 and 17, come over and one of the guys brings a girl, 17. Starts talking to me, showing her something on my computer, she asks to sit on my lap, and I say yes. Still a 120-pound soaking wet Pokemon playing manlet hairless Bieber looking 14-year-old. That 17-year-old guy gets cucked by my autistic pubis. 14-year-old self lol. We go to my closet, making out and touching. She's jerking me off and asks to suck my dick. Okay. She sucks my dick, but says I don't swallow and stops. Is this how sex works? She sleeps next to me and asks me to finger her. Okay. No idea what I'm doing. She leaves the next day. Never talk again. When I'm 16 and she's 19 we work together. She won't look at me or even acknowledge me. Think she knows what she did was wrong and wants to pretend it didn't happen. Whatever. Third run-in with an older girl is a few weeks later, another friend of older friends. 17. Total whore. Tells me about how many men she's fucked and how she can't have sex anymore BC of her therapist or some shit. Still jerks me off and has me finger her. Gives me weed. Only use her for weed BC she won't even kiss me. Break up with her over text and call her a kike. Next week or so finally find a girl my same age and we date for a year, explored sex together, consensually. I'm sorry. Bro. It's always a fun shitfest until some teen boy gets raped. I wish you good luck in whatever you decide to pursue. Hey Fit, last week, I experienced a particularly noteworthy FPS myself. Be me. Chemfag, currently pursuing a PhD at a university, so I simultaneously do my own research and work for the university. One of my jobs is to supervise students at a laboratory when they conduct experiments on their own. In theory, they should only be allowed to do the task in their assignments. Practically, they are allowed to do pretty much whatever they want, as long as it isn't really dangerous, like poison gas or explosives. My job is to make sure that this rule is obeyed. There is this one student who looks like a caricature of what a Reddit moderator would look like. Fat as shit, probably BMI 40+. Neckbeard. Balding, even though he's only in his early 20s. Smells. Always looks greasy and unwashed. His backpack is full of stickers with leftist political messages, like "Eat the rich" or "Refugees welcome." I have to reprimand him multiple times because he's eating in the lab, which is a big no-no due to the danger of accidental poisoning. Always puts up a fake smile, says sorry in his whiny high-pitched voice, then does it again as soon as I'm not looking. He also always looks at me with utter hatred in his eyes whenever he thinks I'm not looking. Can't. One day, see suspicious yellow liquid in a flask with a reflux condenser on a heating plate on his desk. I normally wouldn't care, students do weird experiments all the time. But what alarms me is that he has 2 half-empty bottles on his desk, one with sulfuric acid, one with nitric acid. A mixture of those two is used for nitration reactions, which are the foundation of pretty much every high explosive in existence, like nitroglycerin, TNT, dynamite, RDX etc. So I ask him what's in the flask. He can't give a coherent answer, stutters, starts to sweat. I tell him he either has to tell me what that is, or I'll have to assume that it's dangerous, evacuate the lab as a measure of caution, and let law enforcement handle identifying what it is exactly. He finally gives in. He tells me it's 2,4-dinitrophenol he's been synthesizing. A high explosive that was used in WW1 to fill grenade shells, holy shit. But, more importantly, an extremely toxic weight loss drug. That motherfucker wanted to actually consume that, WTF. Instead of stopping to eat in my lab, he apparently decided that it's a better idea to follow synthesis instructions from some archaic book to make a highly toxic and explosive drug and take it to lose weight. MFW, I actually did have to evacuate the lab due to that fucker. MFW, a fucking bomb squad has to come to dispose of the stuff he made. MFW, he gets arrested and will have to stand trial for unauthorized manufacturing of explosives. MFW, he will most likely be expelled and I'll never have to deal with him again. Be my grandpa. Served in Korea in the Navy. Was stationed on a submarine. Apparently his bunk was right next to the torpedo rack. It tipped over while he was laying in bed and one of them fell on him. Instead of waiting for help, he somehow hip-thrusted it off of himself. Be my dad. Diet consists of hash browns, bacon, Miller Lite, and whatever my mom makes him for dinner. Hasn't seen the inside of a gym in 6 years. The only exercise he gets is from mowing a 1,000 square foot lawn once a week. Is literally going through lymphoma treatment. Watched him push his trailer with a 4-seater Can-Am up our driveway a month ago by himself, asked nobody for help too. The driveway is even on a slight hill. Be me. First person in my family to take exercise seriously. Have been going to the gym every other day for the last 3 years. Eat double or triple the protein my dad and grandpa eat. I'm only now maxing out the leg press at my gym, 415 pounds. Why didn't I inherit the family thunder? Thighs. Be me. Starts working out a lot. Went down a few pounds. No diet whatsoever. Notice good changes. Bigger biceps, pecs, abs are finally showing. Never train legs more than maybe a set or 2 a week. Always had sturdy legs anyways. Eunice starts. Slows down on gym cause fucking calculus. Worried about gain. Don't notice anything particular, fat gain in upper body. Don't think too much of it. Goes to the gym in a long while. See myself in the locker room mirror. Pick related. Is this worse than chicken legs? Be me a year ago. 21 yo with no experience. Stopped lifting and gained weight. Somehow QT takes interest in me and asks me out. Fuck it up due to autism, and she rejects, embarrasses me. Keep simping for a while but luckily break free. Fast forward to today. Been lifting hard again and did a recomp. Quit, problematic, drinking, started doing skincare and grooming seriously again. Have since fucked a few QTs. Run into the bitch who kept me around as backup. Has a completely different energy, spills spaghetti when complimenting my body. She tells me we should catch up sometime. Next day she texts me asking to grab coffee. I just tell her she can come over to my place Friday night. She agrees to it with smiley faces lol. I felt some anxiety when I texted her, but I am so glad I did it. Who knows, maybe she cancels it and I look like a fool. If she does come, man, I'm gonna tear her apart, it's personal. Was hung up on a literal whore for way too long just because she's pretty. I love my new self. Cheers. Be me. Doing intermittent fasting. Not sure if keto, but daily macros are around 150 grams of protein, 120 grams of fat, 30 grams carbs, tops. Lifts have barely changed. Muscles are smaller, but that's due to glycogen depletion. Feeling great. Getting more shredded despite smaller muscles. Finally getting visible abs. One of these days I had a pool party, so I stuffed myself with carbs a couple days before to replenish muscle glycogen. Muscles were back to normal size, but I was still shredded. Girls miring hard as fuck. Now back to if plus very low carb. Losing body fat again. What did my body mean by this? Be me. Lift at university gym. School starts a lifting club. Join. Make friends. Get invited to parties. Have something resembling a friend group for the first time in years. Normie.tif. Some people from the club decide to start a competitive powerlifting team. Pressure me to join in order to make the team look good. I'm not even particularly strong, it's just that the bar for people in my weight class is on the floor. Cave because I don't want anyone to stop liking me. Start having nightmares about inevitably humiliating myself at a powerlifting meet. How do I get myself out of this one, Anons? My first meet is in a couple months, and the thought of displaying my mediocre lifts to the public makes me want to KMS. Id what to tell you Anon. I'll share my condition so maybe you can pick up something useful. Be me. Always have been relationship oriented. Despite claims that relationship guys just can't get pussy, I had a one-night stand once, sex was good, but the lack of feelings made the experience unfulfilling to me. Besides this one time, I had sex with a few girls, all of which I had feelings for. Be with QT Hobbit wife for 12 years. Never get tired of having sex with her. The fact that we love each other plays a part. The fact that she's always enthusiastic and pulls me inside her like there's no tomorrow plays a part. The fact that we often tease each other, compliment each other, and make each other feel desirable plays a part. The fact that we don't let ourselves go in front of each other, no fart contests, no shitting with bathroom door open, no gross acts of any kind in front of each other plays a part. The fact that shooting ropes deep inside her pussy and painting her cervix white is probably my biggest, vanilla as fuck, kink plays a part. Not sure if any of those could help you overcome your situation. Fatty could have got me killed once. Be me. Tiny, skelly kid at amusement park. Get on one of those two-seater Perot swing rides. Huge fat get on the seat next to me. Once everyone is seated, the safety bars come down. Fatty's gut is so big and I'm so small that the bars stop way before it even reaches me. Don't notice until the ride starts how important this is. Ride starts swinging, and I have to plant my feet into the corner while gripping onto the bars for dear life just to feel safe. I silently panicing for my life for 2 minutes while Fatty is enjoying himself. Fatties are dangerous.